Top 7 here in Bloomington. Indiana lead by 2 over the Bulldogs. You can see Butler has not won here in some time, and this will be their last chance this go around. They won the first game of this series, but that one is played in familiar territory in Indianapolis. And they've dropped the following 2 and currently trail by 2 in game 3. Be the top of the order for Butler against Drew Burr. Dorigi followed by Urban and Morocnik. Inside on the fastball. In there for a strike to Dorigi, who reached on a walk twice today, and he scored on that unusual double steal attempt that resulted in him scoring. Chopped foul.
Indiana's done a really good job shutting him down today, Alex. I mean, we raved about him earlier, just the statistics he's put up this season, and credit to the pitching staff of Indiana for working around the zone with him. I mean, I know he's got a pair of walks in this game too, but done a really good job at not giving him anything easy to hit. There's another example, a tough pitch he has to foul off.
3 of 11 now in this 4-game set. He has worked several walks, but all 3 hits singles, so very limited damage from a guy whose batting average still starts with a 4. Burr delivers a 1-2. A swing and a miss, strike 3. The usually sure-handed Dorigi uncomfortable and strikes out.
I love it from Burr. You work him inside, 2 quick pitches, he fouls off. You think you're going to go right back to it because you were jamming him. Instead, he goes up and away. Beautiful placement on the fastball. Dorigi had no choice but to chase.
And with 1 away, that'll bring up Urban, who's been the most successful hitter for Butler in this ball game. A perfect 3 of 3. Pair of singles and a solo shot to center field. The lone long ball of game number 2. There were several hit earlier today. One by Cade Lewis, another by Cerny Devin Taylor, a grand slam by Nick Mitchell, one from Andrew Wiggins, and one from Jason Oliver. Once again, if you're just joining us, the first game of the day only went 7 innings. It was 22-3, Indiana clobbering Butler in game 1. That one's ticketed for center field, and it's a 4-hit day for Joey Urban. How about that for the sophomore? His 3rd single and his 4th knock.
Sometimes you're just on a roll, and that's what Joey Urban is right now. The good work of hitting. Really good cut up the middle of the field, and there's nothing Cerny could do to get to that ball.
So now Morocnik. The tying run once again, as he was last time. His 8th home run of the year would tie this ball game. And once again, the overshift from the Hoosiers as Pine moves to the right side of second base. One ball, no strikes, and got to feel working away is probably not the way you want to go to when you got the defense played to pull.
No, but once again, you know, you're in the shift for a reason, and Morocnik, at least today, has not shown any inclination that he's going to push the ball opposite field.
Butler's run so far, 1 run came in the 3rd on a solo shot by Urban, who currently stands off first base. The 2nd run came on that double steal. It's Dorigi who scored it, and then a single by Billy Wirch As that one slapped the other way. And if they give you space over there, you might as well take it.
He made me eat my words, didn't he, Alex? Good work of hitting from Marachnik. Just waited on it. And Bird's trying to get rid of that ball.
They say that none of the words we say have any impact on the outcome.
They do.
So now Billy Wirtz, 2 on, 1 out. And there will be a meeting on the mound. Dustin Glant once again will make the long walk. He's getting his steps in. As a righty warms up for the Hoosiers in their bullpen. So the tying run now on first. What's the message have to be to Burr to try and bear down against Wirtz and potentially Lewis on deck?
Well, this is a part of the order that struggled today, and Wirtz. And then Lewis, had the home run in game 1, but other than that, hasn't done much. 2 strikeouts and a fielder's choice for him in this game, too. I do think this is giving that right-hander in the pen some time. I think if you're Burr, you got to try to keep it in the ground, keep it in the infield, get a chance at a double play ball. So you're thinking you're going to be throwing low.
So Burr will remain out there for the moment. Wirtz and the RBI single to get run number 3 across from Butler. Got Urban on second, Marachnik over on first. Called strike 1 from Burr. Eight hits for the Bulldogs in this game, doubling up the Hoosiers, but have not been able to turn it into the column that matters. Swing and a miss behind 92.
That's probably the strongest fastball we've seen from Burr, aside from the one that struck out DeRigi.
He has pitches to play with on 0-2. That one he yanks outside. Double play depth for the middle infield for Indiana. Oliver holding the runner Urban on at second. Foul back to the screen. That's kind of the sign that he's on one. If it's just fouled straight back,
that ball made it way through the netting as well.
Yeah, okay, that's never a good sign.
No.
There is a little bit of reinforcement of netting right behind the dish, but
I'd be terrified if I was sitting down there right now.
chalk up that as an error for the net. Inside 2-2.
Stadler motioning for Burr to keep pounding it inside right now. We'll see if they go back to that location. Although, Jeff Mercer's going to slowly walk out, and they're going to head to the bullpen.
An unusual time to do it, middle of the at-bat, 2 strikes, but Jeff Mercer has seen enough from the right-hander Drew Burr. He exits with 2 runners on and just 1 away in the inning, and a 2-2 count to Billy Wirtz. And it'll be a right-hander coming in for the Hoosiers to try and get out of this jam. And it looks to us like that'll be Braden Reisdorf. And we'll let you know a little bit more about him after a quick break here on Big Ten Plus. So in a 2-2 count, Jeff Mercer goes to the bullpen, and now the Hoosiers have used 3 of their 4 starters to have started at least 3 or more ball games, as it's Braden Reisdorf, the right-hander, who delivers a 2-2 delivery, his first delivery inside.
10th pitcher we've seen combined between both teams in this game, too. 5th by Indiana.
A 3-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. So Reisdorf completes the strikeout. Started by Drew Burr. And there's now 2 away with 2 on.
And the reason we've kind of got to that point is just, like we said, it's been a lot of baseball between these two teams the past few days. It started Thursday, played last night here, and then the game earlier today, and then this afternoon. It's been difficult to manage for both coaches and the pitching staff.
Now it's Lewis. The average now below 400, and he slaps it down the line. That'll bring it back up. 1 run in to score. Rounding third, heading for home is the tying run, and in to score for Butler is Marachnik. Cade Lewis delivers again here now in game number 2. We're all square.
Great work of hitting. Nothing Pine could do to get to that ball. Perfect placement by Lewis, and I love just not waiting, you know, seeing the first pitch you like and taking it where it's going to go.
And now the go-ahead run is in scoring position for Keegan Connors. Takes a called strike. But Indiana today have used Connor Foley in game 1. They've used Ethan Phillips already, who started 7 games this year, and Reisdorf has started 4, mainly at the beginning of this season. But it's high leverage time for the Hoosier bullpen.
9 hits for Butler to Indiana's 4. It's hard to believe it's a tied ball game.
Reisdorf fires inside. 2-1. Connors is hitless today. Flew out his last time. He hits that one well, deep into left center, but going over is Matheson, and he will make the catch. But not before a 2-run double from freshman Cade Lewis. It's been a day of freshmen here in Bloomington. All square at 5-5. Go stretch, but don't go anywhere. You're watching baseball on Big Ten Plus.